Hello friends, so today we are talking about the different environments uh, we are having in any product we are making or any project like MLOps, or if we are working on any of the web projects or any API projects. So there are different environments where when software developers are working on development. So there are mostly there are three types of environment. The first one is dev environment, second one is QA environment, and the third one is production. And probably some of the time we have a pre-prod environment also. So we are taking four environments, and I am going to explain how and why we are having different environments to work with when we are working on any project in the IT industry. So first we're taking a dev. So suppose dev environment is like a first environment where we have all the codes deployed first time when we create any project. Suppose we are uh, four engineers, four developers are working on any projects. So so they all are working on their machines, means everyone have their separate machines, and once they complete their feature and they have to work together on single project. So the code base is same. So for managing code base version, we mostly use GitHub, or there are some other version control system also we can use that. So once all developers merge their code into a version control system, the code is completely integrated, and the feature is working. But how we test that code? And every time, means suppose we have a large projects, and while we are working agile or any type of life cycle, we have to check. I mean, suppose 2 weeks or feature wise, we have to check whether our feature is working correctly or not. And after engineers, other team members also have to check whether the product is working or not. So for complete integration, after complete integration, we have to deploy that code on dev so that we can check all the flows. And suppose we have front end back end, so both are deployed on the first environment called dev, and then it's working together. So dev is a running environment where we have all the features which is in development, so that developers working on different features can check the integration, all the features integrated in one place. So that is dev environment, means it is for developers. While working on projects, developers use dev environment to deploy their project after completing their successful testing on their on machine. They have to deploy the code, or whatever code or any type of ML project they are working. So they have, means they have to deploy their code on the dev environment. When after dev environment, when they check complete integration on dev environment, it comes to QA environment. When the developers are ready to go with the feature to the uh, quality test, or QA analyst, means quality assurance analyst, they have to deploy their uh, work, means whatever work is completed till that date, they have to deploy their code on the QA environment so that QA analyst can work on their testing. But why we have two environments, dev and QA, while we are having the same code on both? So it comes, means it is a QA environment is a screenshot of the dev environment. But when developers are continuously working on dev, QA have to test the old or previous features. So if dev and QA environment is same, then daily developer is working on that, and moving their code to deployment. So QA are not able to check the complete, means QA are not able to get on the point that the uh, completed work is almost done, and it is right to the goal or aim, means what we are building it, the work, means the 10% work is completed or one feature is completed. So the QA assure that the work until on QA is ready, and we can move on to the production, or we don't have to work on these features from now, or the features we are having on QA is completed. But if we don't have two environments like dev and QA, the dev is continuously working, developers are continuously working on dev, and they are going to deploy their changes on dev environment every day. And the QA is testing, and suppose QA is testing multiple features, so one feature is completed testing, and after that developer deploys something the same on the same feature again on the QA. So the QA have to test that code again, and every day this is happening. While means because while you are working on any project, the requirement is going to change every time, and that consequences have to uh, means that QA have to deal with that consequences or the changes. So that's why we have separate environment for QA and developer. So developer can deploy their code daily, or in 2 days, 3 days, and check their code while what they are working. And QA have to means suppose we are means in every 2 week we are moving our dev to QA, or code to dev to QA. So the 2 weeks QA can check the code which is same on the QA environment, but dev have the different codes. That's why we have different environment for QA and dev. And after that means this is regular process. Dev and QAs, developers are working on the dev environment, QA are testing on the QA environment. But after that QA is complete their work, suppose we have QA only for production also. So and every 2 week we are moving the code for quality check. So how the code is going to be steady for the production environment, like for the user. That's why we have a new environment for production and pre-prod also. Pre-prod is like pre-production environment, which is used for the stakeholders, or some means our product owner or our BA would have to check that features on the pre-production, so that our team is ready to go that product that features on the production. So production is for customer, means why what we are seeing means we are using different websites like Uber and Flipkart, Amazons. They all have doing means working on the feature, some features behind the scenes, but that are not present on the production. So the website customer is using is called the production environment, and other environment is for developer, QA, and means the stakeholders or the product owner. So these three environments or four environments are continuously changing, and these are for the internal team who is working on that product, and the production environment is for customers. So that's why we have different environment for any product, any project we are working on that. So uh, I hope you are get all the points I have explained to you. And most probably uh, you may have any questions, so you can comment on the video. I will I can create new video for your comments, or I can describe those things in any upcoming videos. Thank you for watching the video.